Hello friends, I'm Kristen and I'm here today to give you some messages to help and guide you and support you over the next 5 to 7 days. So from whenever you get this reading, this is when you're meant to hear this. There are some messages here for you to help and guide you over the next 5 to 7 days. So take a deep breath, ground in, connect to your heart, and let's do it. What are the present energies to be aware of? What are the present energies to be aware of? The Three of Pentacles, wanting to form partnership, wanting to form community, wanting to step out and be seen, wanting to make it official, wanting to make a team that you want to be a part of, or a community that you want to start being a part of. This could even be a new yoga studio that you want to try out. This could be you're at work and you really want to work on a certain team, but wanting to come out and you are aware that there are certain people and certain energies that you are aligned with, and you want to be a part of energies and alignments that make you feel more comfortable, where you can feel accepted, where you can relax, and where you can feel free to be yourself. This is also a challenge to want to up-level yourself in public. Like, you want to be seen more in the public eye. And although you have yourself, you've got this self-worth, you've got this belief, you've got this understanding, I want to be with these kinds of people, with these types of energies, because this is going to inspire me to be better. You feel you do need the support of the right type of community and team in order to get there. You can only do so much by yourself. You need the resource. What are we moving into in the next 5 to 7 days? What are we moving into? It's important with the Eight of Swords, that you don't get too wrapped up in the loop, in the mind loop, in the monkey mind. Whatever is going on in your life, in your relationships, in your career, it can be very easy to get stuck in a negative thought pattern that has, in a way, been very comforting. You know, even though it's like this thing where it's not really comfortable to be this way or to think this way, but I've been thinking this way and being this way for so long, I really don't know how to think or be any other way. Well, I think the reason why you want to align yourself with different people and different partnerships and different communities and different teams is because you know that there's going to be a certain amount of encouragement, that this is going to help you break these cycles, these sort of like monkey mind cycles. You know, you could be having a lot of trouble sleeping because your mind can't shut off. So perhaps when you're in bed, and these things come up, just sort of acknowledging, oh, there come these thoughts again. Here I go doing this again. Oh, this is this sort of like me making life and death out of everything. Me taking everything to the extremes of what could happen, or what my attachments are to the outcome of a situation. And to not get upset or to try to necessarily stop those thoughts, but to let them kind of move through the body, like just let them move through and surrender to where you are with it, to how present you are with this uncomfortable thought pattern and how it's making your body feel uncomfortable and you can't sleep. Just surrender to it. And I think that you might find that by surrendering to it, letting it be present, letting it say what it has to say, you might want to even ask, okay, thoughts, you know, what's going on here? What are you trying to teach me? What are you trying to show me? What else is here? If I peel back the curtain, what does this really mean? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to let go of? So it's the Ten of Swords. So it's in reverse. So it's feeling that what these negative thought patterns, these negative behaviors, they're in a loop, right? They're happening over and over again, and it feels like, how do I stop this? How do I become the person that I know that I can be? And again, I think this is why you are seeking this support. If you're not if you haven't been thinking about seeking support, you might want to consider, where else can I go? Can I go to a different gym? Again, can I go sit down and have lunch with this different person? Can I call a friend of mine that I haven't talked to in a while and get them involved in my life? How can I shake up the energy? How can I disrupt the patterns? It can be little things. It can be driving to the grocery store down a different street. Literally, it could be something that small. It could be having something different for dinner. It could be, I'm going to go for a walk every single night. I'm going to try meditation before I go to sleep. I'm going to reach out, again, to this family member I haven't spoken to for a while. I'm going to, go get an energy healing session. I'm going to go call a therapist. I'm going to do something different. You have to do something different to disrupt the pattern. What's hidden? Well, what's hidden is that you have everything there's a lot of movement coming your way. If you are willing to baby step it, to again, try something different. Maybe you want to order, like Hello Fresh, because that's going to help you to eat healthier if you're stocked in healthy foods. Maybe you're going to go through your cabinets and you're going to get rid of everything that's sugary. If you're willing to take these baby steps and to take in a little bit of divine disruption, you will be surprised at how fast things will move in a more positive direction, how much communication. If you talk to your boss and say, I want to go work on that team. If you call up your friend and you say, oh, I really want to go on a vacation to the Bahamas, you want to plan something. I think you've got this idea, this monkey mind, that people don't want to spend time with you, or that people are going to say no, or they're not going to want to do it, or it's going to be just me all over again. And there's a lot of people that want to communicate you. There's a lot of people that actually want to bring you into the fold. They're sort of waiting for you. They want to spend more time with you. And I think if you just try a little something different, you might be excited to find out what comes in for you. You might end up getting that promotion that you don't dare ask for. You might end up going out on a date with that person that you keep bumping into, or that and you don't think is going to talk to you, and meanwhile they've been thinking about you and wanting to talk to you. You might want to go out on that blind date that a really good friend of yours who knows you super, super well wants to connect you with someone. Try something a little bit different, and being unattached to the outcome. Sometimes just even doing something different will make enough of a disruption to begin to switch up the pattern and let new things come in. So what is emerging? What's emerging? Well, it's not feeling, it's letting go of the feeling of the lack of reciprocity. By speaking up, by asking for what you want, by putting up your boundaries, by not having this fear that if I put up boundaries, I'm not going to get what I want. I have to have these flim-flammy, wishy-washy boundaries. I have to be so compromising. I have to be so adaptable and so flexible that it becomes the extreme. This is about seeking reciprocity, and what does that mean for you in the individual relationships in your life? What does reciprocity look like with the different people in your life? And not being afraid to ask for what you want. So, how can we have a good week? With all of this information, what is the advice? What is going to make it a really good next to 5 to 7 days? What's going to make it a great 5 to 7 days? An insightful 5 to 7 days, a healing 5 to 7 days, a challenging 5 to 7 days that at the end of it you feel like, wow, okay, that was challenging, but I'm really glad I went through it because there was transformation there. What's the advice on that? The justice in reverse. For me, this is letting go of lack of self-worth. That other people are to blame, because the only way you can feel that you can hang on to your self-worth is to constantly point the finger at other people. Take in what other people are saying to you. Feel into it. What you're going to find is that some of it are really good things to take in for your own personal growth process. They may not be easy to hear, but they are important for your healing, for your growth process, to become better. There are just some things that we need to know, even though we don't want to know them, even though it's like, or even if we're embarrassed, like, oh God, I didn't know you felt that way when I did that. But giving that person the gift of letting them express themselves and being able to take it in. This is also, on the other hand, letting people say what they have to say and also knowing what is not mine. Okay, wow, you just came at me with that. Like, that is not mine. Okay. You actually gave me permission to do that, and now you're saying the entire time you didn't have the authority within yourself to say no. Right? So it goes back a little bit to reciprocity. Take what's yours. Don't take what's not yours. Have a wonderful next 5 to 7 days. I love you. I'm glad you're here. I hope that if this connected with you, that you will give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I hope that if you are resonating with this, you will join the fam and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. Thank you. Bye.